I'm Jem, and this is my channel, Stitch and Jem, and I am back for my weekly update, and I have a lot to show today. First, I want to say thank you so much to all of my new subscribers, and I always want to say thank you to all of my returning subscribers and people that are just so loyal to my channel. I just really appreciate it. I know there are so many choices out there, and so I appreciate you coming back to me. Now I've been trying to do this week after week, so I really appreciate it. And for all of the new people, or if this is your first time watching my channel, I hope you see something that you like and that you'll come back for my next video. Okay, so I don't really do a lot of life updates, but my mom turned 70 on March 1st, and I'm just so happy that March is here because I live in Oklahoma and it is starting to be so pretty outside. It's about to be gardening time and Easter, which is my favorite holiday of the year. So I'm just really excited for all of the spring festivities, and that means retreats are coming up and all that good stuff. So that's my life update. That's what I'm excited about, and that's what's been going on with me. What else? I have some whips to show. I have a finish for now. And I am going to show you some haul as well as my red box. So I know it is finally past the time where everybody should have received their red box. If you are watching this video and you're waiting to open your red box and you don't want any spoilers, I would just say it will be towards the end. So go ahead and feel free to turn the video off, or, you know, whatever, fast forward through it or whatever. It should be at the end though. So I hope I don't spoil it for anybody. Okay, so what do I have? I have no fully finishes or finishes, and I know in my last video I talked a little bit about FFOs, and I say whips and all these things, so I'm going to try to explain the acronyms a little bit better this time, because sometimes there are people that are new to Flosstube and new to cross-stitching period that watch my channel, so I just want to be more conscious of that. I also had some weird black ring like around my last video. I have no clue how that got there, and it's so embarrassing, and I don't know why it happened, but it's never happened before, so just a weird like thing with editing or something, but hopefully it won't be back this week. So that was really embarrassing. So yeah, you know, quality of video. Tara from Sully Stitches was talking about people saying something about the quality of her video, and I was sitting there thinking, oh, maybe I should address mine. But you guys, we just do this for fun. We're not professional like production studios or anything like that, so we just do this for fun. So be patient with us, and we just want to show you our stitching, so hopefully you like what you see. Okay, enough of that nonsense. My finished for now, and it's really big, and it's only month 3. And this is my Fox and Rabbit Cloister Garden. And I'm going to just scoot over a little bit here and put that stitching there. Now, the 4 outer parts with the little round medallion and then the 2 little like flowers or trees on the side, I did that 4 times, and I did have to rip out several times. It was terrible, but I got this done in the month of February. I do get 1 month in advance because I am a pattern tester for Fox and Rabbit for this year's mystery sale. So they just want to make sure that there's no errors in the pattern, and so me and I believe 2 other people who I do not know, they get the pattern early, and so we're able to show the stitched pattern on the Facebook group as soon as it comes out, and it's super fun. So a lot of people say, how are you finishing it in 1 day or 1 second? It's just like, I had a month to do it just like you. I just get mine early. So there's my Cloister garden, and I'm stitching this on 40 count, and I'm not sure, 40 count, I know it's something by Needle and Flax. Let me look at my card. 40 count Sleeping Bear by Needle and Flax. And I'm stitching this with a floss called Stitchy Stuff, by Stitchy Stuff, called Sage. And let me see if I can find the floss so I can show it to you. This is what it looks like. And Stitchy Stuff is on Etsy. And Sage Leaves, I'm sorry. And is that floss not gorgeous? I mean, I just love the subtle variegation in it. And then you can really see like the subtle variegation in my stitching too. But whenever I found out the theme was going to be Cloister Garden, I just thought this was going to be perfect. So I bought two 50-yard skeins of this floss. I doubt I'll need that much, but just better safe than sorry, because I'm not one of those people that's really like cautious with my floss. And I had to rip out a lot, and so just for any mistakes, I just wanted to make sure I had plenty of floss. But that is Cloister Garden, and I love it so much. Okay, I'm going to put this back here. I put that one on a board because it's so big. Okay, that's my only finish for now. And now I'm just going to jump into my WIPs. WIPGO was called, I believe the numbers were 9 and 24. And for me, that meant 3 days on Phoenix Sampler, which has already been called. So I'm going to work on this for 3 days. And I think I'm going to work in the border. I may go back down to that flowers, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. And then 24, which is Ellen Carr. And it was my favorite market release from last year from Needlework Press. So I will show you that. I haven't worked on it yet, but let me get out the cover photo for Phoenix Sampler. And this is by Twin Peak Primitives. And look how gorgeous this is, you guys. I mean, it seems like it's really big, but it's really just house. And I can't wait till I get to one of those crazy looking birds. So I'm right in here, working in here. And I think I'm going to go all the way across with the border. And then, you know, start working. So it shouldn't be that much. And I'm stitching this on 40 count. I believe it's 10. Let me make sure, because I don't know. But I do have a card. 40 count Tinsmith by Color and Cotton. And this is my very little progress. I haven't made a whole lot of progress, but I'm starting, like I said, I'm working in the border. So I'm going to get these leaves and going. And I'm just going to go across with the border. And I'm going to put these leaves in all the way across. And then I'm going to try to get the other alphabet in as well. Just because it's 2 letters at a time. And then the numbers are all one color. So I can just do those really quickly. So this is my progress so far on Phoenix Sampler. And I'm stitching this with Corinne. She has all of her flowers like done, and they look so good. And if you guys don't watch her Flosstube, you should. And I will link her below. But I just absolutely love her Flosstube. And she stitches all kinds of things. She lives right by Color and Cotton, so she stitches, makes a lot of floss conversions to Color and Cotton. But this is my progress on my Phoenix Sampler. And I house it in these Phoenix bags that I made for Corinne and I. It was really fun. And Corinne has a start to finish tutorial on her channel, how to make project bags. And it is fabulous. So if you get a chance to, or if you want to make a project bag, I suggest you go on over to her channel and check it out. So that's my Phoenix Sampler. And I need 2 more days on that. I have 3 days on that. That's what it was called on my WIPGO board. Okay, my next WIP is my model stitch for Prairie Moon Primitives, which, again, they're probably never going to ask me again because it's taken me now over a year, but that's okay. I'm working on it. I'm getting it done. So it is Plum Street Samplers. God Bless America. And I was doing 2 threads a day, and I was making a lot of progress, but I was starting to get burnt out on it. So instead of doing 2 threads a day, I thought I would create some goals for the month and get those done so that I could make steady progress on it. And so that's what I've been doing. And so my goal for February was to fill in some more of the border and get another page finish, and I did that. So I have the entire top done, minus like the back stitching that it's going to call for. But I have the red in the border done on every single part except for this other long part, and that's going to be a goal for March. So I'll get all of that red put in. And then there is another, this is the only page that I don't have started or anything. So let me show you where that is on the chart. So right here where this long, and then these 3 strawberries, and this 1 strawberry that comes up like this, and this little quilt block, and this quilt block, this is all this page right here, and the red in the last part of the border, that's my goal for March. And I feel pretty confident that I'll be able to do that because I've been able to hit, I mean, it's just, you know, the pages, that's not a big page, that's not a lot of stitching. And so I'm super excited as I start to see this come to a finish line. But I know as soon as I start to finish up the border and finish that page, then I'm going to have to go back to that house. And I'm not looking forward to that at all. It's just so monotonous and it seems like it's never ending. But that is my God Bless America, and it is looking so good. I just love it now that it's starting to just come. And it just shouldn't have taken me this long, but look at all the little yellow quilt blocks. I mean, that's why I chose this, because I saw that and I was like, ooh, I want to stitch that. Not thinking about that stupid house, but it'll be okay. So that's my God Bless America. And at least March is a little bit longer of a month. And you can get, I feel like you can get more done. Like in February, I felt like I was racing to get some of my goals finished because it was just such a short month, and the Cloister garden portion was a lot of stitching, and I couldn't show you guys that. So my last video, I forgot to show you a little bit of spring, and it was my WIPGO call for February, and I needed 3 days on a little bit of spring, but I forgot to bring it. So I brought it this time. And here is my progress. And so if this is the first time you're ever watching my videos, I'm off in the outside green border. And so because of that, my inside flowers, I think, would run into to this inside border. So I just decided to just do the outside flowers, and I love the way it looks. I think it looks really cool. Mine's going to be different from everyone else's, but that's okay. I'm stitching this with Laurel from I Am a Stitch Nerd, and a lot of people have joined in and finished theirs. I know that Island Time Quilting, Quilting on Island Time, I know she showed hers and she's finished hers. But we are stitching this together, me and Laurel from I Am a Stitch Nerd, and another fabulous Flosstube. And I'm stitching this on 40 count, not another sampler by Be Stitch Me, using all the called for overdyes. And it's just so pretty. And I wish you guys could kind of get a true representation, but the modeling is just enough. And it's just really pretty. So I can't wait to start getting some of the inside parts of this chart done now that I have the border situation kind of filled out. And so that is a little bit of spring. But it is on my WIPGO board, I think, a couple more times. So hopefully I'll be able to get some significant progress on that. My next WIP that I'm showing you, work in progress, was a WIPGO call that I had needed one more day on the last time that I showed it. And it is, that's not it. Let me just try to find a cover photo. I'm sorry, I should have been prepared. That's the chart. So mine is Roseannah Tindale from the Wishing Thorn, and I'm stitching this one first. This is Elizabeth Tyndale. And so I liked the verse better in this one, even though it was more words, and I can't wait to get down to the fun stuff. I am not putting her name here. I don't know what I'm going to put there, but you know me. More than likely, I can just like put my name there and the year I finish it. So that's always a possibility, but I'll leave that to the end anyways. And so here is my progress. Now, this is on 32 count for Gilet from Needle and Flax, and I'm using all of the called for flower threads in my gorgeous bag made out of the Pride and Prejudice panels that came out last year, and they're just so pretty. So here is my progress. And so it's hard to see, but I got those middle words. I got this motif done, and the closest way to count from that motif was to start that row of words. So that's what I did. And then I'll just go up and finish the other words when this gets called again, because it is on my WIPGO board again. But for right now, this is where I'm stopping. So not a ton of progress, honestly. It's not my favorite thing to stitch on. And it's not because it's not beautiful. It's not because of the fabric or anything. It's that 32 count is not that enjoyable for me anymore. Even with one thread, it's really big, and it's just, you know, everybody's tastes kind of change, and it's not really my jam, but I know that the sampler is going to be beautiful, so I'm definitely going to finish it. Okay, and those are all of my works in progress that I've had this past week. I do have some other projects to show you. So my other WIPGO call is Ellen Carr 1843 by Needlework Press, and I love this chart. This is on my WIPGO board, I know 3 times, and I've got 5 days on this chart for the month of March. And I am going to work on this thing like crazy. So I just wanted to show you where I was. I'm stitching this on 40 count Dust Bunny by Fox and Rabbit. It was one of their market releases from last year, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful fabric. Very nice to work on. I am going to try to go gangbusters on this. I really am. I'm going to scan this to make it a PDF so I can use Markup XP to stitch it. I think it'll go faster if I do. I'm going to work on the 2 trees. I'm going to finish the house. I'm going to work on the 2 trees that are shown here. So I would love to get this band done and then just keep on working on the border as I go. But look, I mean, it's just so absolutely beautiful. And I just love how Vicki from Needlework Press always includes something about friendship. And I just saw this and I lost it. I also love how she has the name charted and stitched in here. It's unusual. And I love an unusual, different, beautiful chart. And that's what this is. So I have 5 days on this. I haven't started on it yet. But of course it's only the 2nd. But I will be working on this for 5 days this month. So excited about that. And then of course, my year-long sale that I am doing with the Sunshine Stitchers, EJ and Shelia, put a bird on it. And it's the Put a Bird on It sale. And again, it's hosted by the Sunshine Stitchers. And this is my breakdown of it. They have it broke down with, you know, you're stitching half motifs and things like that. And that was a little hard for me to wrap my brain around. So my friend Gina, she broke this down into sections. So it's more like assignment stitching per month. And so for this month, I will be stitching this motif, this duck, swan, something, and then these letters here. So this will be the part that I stitch on this month. And I'm stitching this on 40 count pyrite by Cedar River Linen. And I'm using a floss by Stitchy Stuff. This is kind of crazy looking, but it's called Butterscotch. I just took the whole thing out. And I put it on like manageable sections at a time and just use that up. And then when I'm done with this, then I'll put some more on it. And that's just the easiest for me when I'm using like a 50 yard, you know. But this is where I'm at right now. I'm completely caught up. And so, like I said, I will be working, I believe it's over in this area to do those two sections that are called for. But I'm just loving this as well. The parts, the way Gina broke it up, are so manageable and they're so nice, and it just makes it fun. And this is not a huge chart. A lot of people have just started and finished it. Daybreak Stitcher, Jerica, hers is absolutely beautiful, and she's finished hers already, and she's like a modern folk embroidery Jacob lover. She's done so much of his stuff, and so if you haven't seen her Flosstube, go check her out. She is incredible, and I'll link her down below. And so those are my plans. Those are my works in progress. And so I've got a lot to do in March, but it's going to be fun. And of course, I'll be doing April's portion of the Fox and Rabbit Cloister Garden as well. So I've got a lot of stitching to do, but there's a lot of stitching time. Market is happening this upcoming weekend, and I'm so excited. I'm so bummed I don't get to go this year, but you know, it is what it is. I have to have a job, so I didn't get to go, but there are a lot of market releases coming out, and hopefully I'll be able to do a little slideshow of all of my market picks because I have a bunch of them. And I am going to do Market Mania this year. Market Mania is my brainchild. I came up with it last year. It's essentially getting all of your market pieces that you see them, but you get burnt out on seeing them because of all of the previews and releases, and you don't know which one to start. You don't know which one to pick. So for Mania in May, I created this like stitch along thing. It's just fun, just so you can pick your 4 favorite charts and start a new one each week in May, essentially. And then tag me and post on Instagram and show me your progress and show me what your starts are, what your favorite market finishes are, and choices are. And maybe if you get some finishes, a lot of people are doing their favorite market smalls. I think that would be fun. There's a lot of them coming out from Hands On Design, and everybody is coming out. Jean Farish has these little sampler stockings that are going to be gorgeous. They're super small, and I mean, if that was one of your favorites, you could start it and finish it that week. So just a lot of fun to be had with market picks and market finishes and market choices and buying all the things. So I can't wait to show you guys what mine are and all of my market stuff. I will not have all of my market things to show on my channel until the end of March, just because my LNS does a free stitch day at the last Saturday of every month, and so I will pick up my market purchases from them then, and I will also spend my 123 Stitch gift cards from Christmas on all my market stuff. I do that every year. Just hold on to them until it's time for market. That way I have plenty of money to spend because I have to have it all. I'm sorry if I just shook the camera. Okay, speaking of spending money, I have some Stitchy Kindness and I have some haul to show. So first I want to show some Stitchy Kindness. My friend Michelle was getting rid of some fabric that she didn't think she was going to use. And so we're all in a group chat, and she was showing us some of the fabric. And so I got Solo Brown in 36 count, and it's Luminous Fiber Arts. And let me show you this gorgeous fabric. See if I can. Isn't that pretty? Now, 36 count usually isn't my jam, but I don't know. I could find a way on this. This is so pretty. And so she sent this to me. Thank you, Michelle. And there's just like it's like I don't know, it's just got a lot going on. So I've never had any fabric from Luminous Fiber Arts, and so I jumped on that. So thank you again, Michelle. I really appreciate it. So I got that, Stitchy Kindness, and I think that is all of my Stitchy Kindness. Yes, it is. I also, Phoebe from Moonshine Stitchery posted some of her fabric on Instagram, and I was like, yes, please. It's 40 count, and it's called Gourd. And I'm not sure if you can see, there's like some, see if you can see maybe. There's kind of like some splatters of color in it. Really unusual. Yeah. And I just thought it looked really cool. So I wanted to try her fabric. And so it's 40 count. It's called Gourd. So I got that. I picked that up. I'm in the Fox and Rabbit Fabric of the Month directly from them. And this is 46 count Promise of Spring. And it is, I don't know if that color is going to come through. It is a very, very, gosh, that's going to be so hard to show. Let me see. I don't think I can do, maybe I can put something else up against it to bring out the green color in it. I don't think that's helping. But it is a very, very light, soft green. And of course I got 46 count because I was in the Fox and Rabbit from Garon Stitchery, and I got all that in 40 count. So this, I wanted to get in 46. And it's really pretty. So I got that. I forgot I'd bought this, but this is 40 count Valley Forge from Needle and Flax, 46 count. And she always puts the history on it, and I just love that, and I love her, period. I love Rachel's linen, like, obsessed. And so let me show you guys this linen. Yes. There it is. Is that not gorgeous? I mean, if you could see, like, the veining, and it's just, like, a subtle modeling. Let me see if I put it into big. This is 46 count. And I got a fat quarter. And I know a lot of people, you know, want to know where to get Needle and Flax linen. So there are a couple of places. First, if you want to go directly to her website and wait a little bit, like I did, you can do that. You can order directly from her website. Or you can call Keepsakes. Keepsakes has a regular rotation of ordering from Rachel from Needle and Flax. If you call them and tell them you're looking for something specific, they will order it and it will come in their next month's shipment. And so definitely just give Keepsakes a call. And then I think you can just find it sometimes. Hobby House sells out pretty fast there. I know there are several. Needle in a Haystack, The Attic, they will all have Needle and Flax linen, and it'll just be varying counts and varying colors. So, but her website, if you just, you know, put in a big order and wait a while, you'll get it. So there's that. There is also my Weeks Dye Works for February. Mocha, Molasses, Monkey Grass, Moon Glow, Morris Blue, and Moss. So we're in the M's for Weeks Dye Works. So I got that. I also picked up some floss. It's all the DMC for, and I'm going to take this out of the plastic so I can show everybody. And I would love for anybody who would like to do this to join me. So this is the first year I'm going to do a seasonal stitch on the first day of spring, which I believe is March 21st. I am going to start the spring section, and every single one of the charts is included in with this one purchase. So this is from Hands On Design, and it's called Well-Rounded Perennial Pinwheels, and this is the spring. Now, I don't know if you guys can, these are so cute. And I've had this forever, and I was looking for a reason to start it, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do this for a seasonal project this year, and I showed it in my plans video, and I love it. So I got all of the DMC for this. I need to still pick my fabric, but I've got a little while until the 21st. But I mean, you guys, look at Autumn. And I mean, even if you just did like one of these, or, you know, I just need some more smalls. And I just think this is so pretty. So I got all the DMC for that from Prairie Moon yesterday. So that's going to be fun. And I can't wait to start that on the 21st. And then I never show my PDFs that I buy on my channel because I forget about them. And so if I see a PDF that I love, I'll just immediately buy it, especially because most of them are low priced. But I saw this and I lost it. I just thought this was the cutest thing in the world. And it's called ABC 123 Sampler by Darlene Dion Designs. And she does have a Flosstube. And she has a lot of great designs. But I saw this and I thought, okay, should I possibly stitch one of these for like one of my friends or one of my smalls exchanges or for myself? I don't know. I just want to do them in a bunch of different colors. I love how they have the blue and the red, but you could do it in gold. You can, you know, anything. So I thought I would show that on this channel. And this was very low price PDF. It was like $5 or something like that. So many possibilities with this. And I just thought it was cool. So I wanted to make sure to show that on my channel. And then check out her Flosstube as well. Okay. And then last but not least, I didn't think I was going to buy any more fabric after the fabric that I showed you guys on my last video, but I was at Prairie Moon. My LNS is also a quilt shop, and I started picking out some things from there that we saw. So my friend Robin was, not Robin Moore, Robin Pickens. If you're in my Oklahoma's cross stitch group, you know why I'm saying that. She was buying this, and I was like, oh, but they had fat quarters already cut of it because she bought the rest of the bolt. And I just thought that's so weird and cool. And I know somebody who would love something made out of this. And her name is Vashti. And so maybe I will make my bestie something out of this. We'll see. We'll see, Vashti. But it's so cool. So I got that. Don't even know like what the name of the fabric line is or anything like that. I've gotten really bad about that. Then Vanessa, who works at Prairie Moon Primitives, sent me a picture of this fabric because she saw it and she was cutting it and she was like, Gemines, as soon as you see this, you need to get here and buy it. So you guys will know why as soon as I show it. Look at this. Now, if this is not yellow deliciousness, I don't know what is. I love this fabric. And you want to know why I love this fabric? Because this is a fabric that's in this line of something I'm about to show you. So I love this. And I also bought, no, here it goes. So this is, well, it just says qtfabrics.com. Q, the letter Q, the letter T, and then fabrics.com. So look at that. That is so gorgeous. I need a bag made out of this. But should it be a panel bag? And the reason I'm saying that is because of these panels. Same design, the QT fabrics. And just get ready. Have no plans. Don't know what I'm going to do. Don't know what I'm going to do. Look at the little side. It's got that little band. Oh my God, that is, so I got it to where they repeat, you know, they didn't repeat or whatever, or they repeated. I got one of each one. They're all different. Look at that. Oh my God. I'm obsessed with the one with the yellow flower right there that I'm showing. This one. Yes. Love this fabric. Love this fabric. Love it in every way. So thanks a lot, Vanessa. Because now, I mean, they're so cool. And it's just so different. You know, I don't ever see, like if I see a fabric that has yellow in it and that just looks so unusually different, because these are different, people. Maybe I should have pin cushions made out of all of these and take them to my friends. I don't know. I just buy fabric and then I have all these ideas and then I send them off to the people. And sometimes I do it myself, but sometimes I don't. Because, you know, if I could just quit my job and sew and stitch all day, I would. But it probably wouldn't be a good look for me. So that is all my haul. I did have one little small announcement about the giveaway. So I have heard from 2 out of the 3 giveaway winners. And I am so sorry, ladies, that I did not get those giveaways in the mail last week like I meant to. I just got really super busy and I was kind of waiting to hear from that last person. But if I haven't heard from that person all this upcoming week, I will redraw for the one that wasn't claimed and I will pick a new winner. So that is what I will do. I just wanted to make sure I said something about that. So you guys knew, and those giveaways are going to be mailed out no matter what, if I hear from the person or not this upcoming week. Now let's get into the red box reveal. So for those who don't know, Nicola from Hands Across the Sea puts out a very curated, thoughtful red box. And I believe she's done 2 previous Words of Wisdom, and there was letters from Europe. If that's wrong, I'm so sorry. But I think that's just like off the top of my head, I believe that. And so this box is themed all things bright and beautiful. Ooh, there we go. And the box is gorgeous and beautiful, and I will never, ever, ever get rid of it because it's my first red box. And it's the first red box, honestly, that I've wanted. As much as I love the thought of Words of Wisdom and you know, letters from Europe, you know, they're from all different parts and all different places. When I heard all things bright and beautiful, I was like, this is the red box that I must have. So I'm going to start out by saying that there are a lot, and I do mean a lot of things in this box. There are several vouchers or coupons from Stitch Folk, Tabby Cat, Cedar River Linen, Hands Across the Sea, Needle Needs, Native Lighting, and Hobby House. So let's just start off with huge discounts and huge coupons from all of those places. So they worked with Nicola so that they could include that in her box, and it was really nice to have. So I can't wait to do some shopping with all those places and use my vouchers. Then there are things other than charts in this box, which there have been in every other box as well. But in this box, this is a card that is from Nicola, and it's just beautiful. And this is one of the samplers that is in this box. And then scissor fob, you know, floss bling, whatever you want to call it, from Minnie McBean's. Beautiful. Then drawstring bag with this sampler on it. And now this sampler is not included. Oh, I can't read that. This was a sampler from Sampler Symposium of 2024. And so, no, maybe, no. It was previously at a retreat. I'm not sure which one it was, but it is becoming available to purchase soon. For us who have the red box, we were able to all purchase it early. So, but that's a drawstring bag with it on both sides. Gorgeous. Then this is one of the samplers that is included in the box. Let me make sure I have this. And Nicola said that she's draping this over her scroll frame to cover her needlework. And I think that's a fantastic idea for you, those of you who use that kind of thing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this, other than just pet it and look at it, because it is so beautiful. And again, this chart is included in the box. It's beautiful. So there's that. And I'm not sure what this material is. It's not like a canvas or anything, but it's not just like cotton, you know, it's like substantial. Then bag. Now I might be able to read this. Anne Ogston was on the drawstring bag as well as this one. And it is just beautiful. And I do have this chart coming to me. So I'm looking very much forward to that. And it's got large handles. It's a beautiful red and just gorgeous. So that bag was included, as well as an eyeglass. So I do use 5-point readers in order to stitch on 40 and 46 count. That way I don't have to use like magnification like I used to. And so eyeglass cleaner. Now this is also coming out this year, but it is not out yet. But this is an eyeglass cleaner. That is beautiful. I think I'll have this made into a pincushion or something. That's just beautiful. And then the eyeglass case with the same sampler on it. And I love that grass. And I love these flowers. This is also, I believe, on the calendar. So I was like, where have I seen this? And this is Elizabeth Stevenson is the girl who stitched it. It's about to be Gemini Hudson who stitched this, because I will be stitching this. I love, and you know, you can take, I know Karen from Fox and Rabbit takes flower motifs or takes motifs from her samplers and makes them into needle books, and I want to do that. And I want to do that with some of these. They're gorgeous. So Nicola, thank you so much for all of the amazing additional gifts in addition to all of the wonderful samplers that are included in this box. I wanted to start out with showing you the sampler that is my absolute favorite and that I will be starting as soon as I get my materials. So I wanted to do this particular one in Vicki Clayton Silks. And so I reached out to her and I made sure that I got all of this kitted up. I'm just waiting on them to arrive. But Miss Sarah Blackburn, 1832. And I'm sure I don't have to tell anybody why this is my favorite, but it is symmetrical. It is gorgeous. It is yellow. So if you guys saw this on Nicola's channel when she showed the stitched model, I went crazy. I also like how she has some in landscape and some in portrait. It just makes for so many different interesting samplers to be on your wall, and I love this sampler. So this is my absolute favorite, and this is the one I will be starting soon. Would you guys like to start a stitch along for all of the red box girlies who are ready to start, or a lot of you already have started? Maybe we should all start something, start our favorite soon. Okay, I used a letter opener for each one of these so I didn't rip open my, coincidentally, yellow was my first envelope. And so this booklet has 2 samplers in it, and this is Jessie Anderson and her daughter, Jessie Gay. And let me show you a picture of the actual samplers, not the charts. Is that not gorgeous? So that's tiny. Audrey, you could probably do this in one day, couldn't you? Audrey from Stitch Stitch Bead has some of the most incredible small little tiny samplers that she had Faye Rigsby finish for her, and I think this would be a good addition to it. So those are 2 charts. The next chart is my second favorite, and I'm not a huge fan of the look of 4-sided stitch, so I might just do this in regular cross stitch, but Jessie Stewart. Isn't that just gorgeous? I love a symmetrical sampler. Love. The next one, now these are in no particular order from this point forward. The next one is Mary Crompton, 1838, and look at all that grass, you guys. And those are kind of like pinkish purple little angels up there. Those will probably get changed because I'm not a huge fan of that motif. But look at that border. And look at that red house. So cool. And look at all those little crazy animals in there. And I believe those are cows. And you guys know I have lots of cows. Unfortunately. They're noisy and they're gross. But we love them. We love number 38. That's my cow. This sampler was done by a little boy, Bertram Saville Ogle. And it's just got a little bunch of little cool motifs. And seeing this stitched up on Nicola's video also kind of changed my opinion of it. I really, really love this. And this is another one where you could finish it and it be a small sampler and it will be so unique. And that way you can have it finished into something, maybe have it finished like Audrey did from Faye, or just as, I mean, you can make these pillows. You can make these anything. If you stitch them on 56 count, they're tiny. So, and so I love how we have a sampler in here that is stitched by a young man. Elizabeth Langley, 1858. This is a lot of people's favorite, and I love the amount of yellow in this one as well. And the parrot is on our scissor fob or needle bling from Minnie McBean's. And to look how cool that border is. And these are just all so different, and they're also colorful. Sometimes you think that samplers are all just like kind of like one note, and there's so many samplers being reproduced now that you kind of want to do something that's going to be stand outish and make it unique in your own way. So I love how different these are and how bright and beautiful they are. This is my friend Gina's favorite, Jessie Ormiston, 1887. And she knows what I'm going to do for her on this one. She's got a birthday coming up. I'm going to get her that fabric. And I think it's Black Swan, but we were looking at some really dark ones from XJU Design on Etsy that would work well also. So we'll see. But is that not the coolest? And I'm definitely going to stitch this, and I'm going to stitch this with the DMC. And I'm sure you guys watched Nicola and saw her, but like there are a lot of Jessies in here. So that's kind of cool. I didn't realize that was such a predominant name. Harriet Baker, 1835. I love this. And now, when I was showing my fabrics from last time that I was going to make bags out of, this is the one with the fall vibe. And I will jump back there and grab the fabrics and kind of show you which one is going to go with which when I show the panel. So isn't that cute? And I mean, this is very different. This is very, you know, it's just different. And just the amount of purple and things like that. This is the most unique, and it's symmetrical. So I love that. Some people don't want to stitch something twice, but if it's going to be, make the sampler look like very balanced, I'm here for that. So I know you're thinking, how can this box have this many charts in it? We're just scratching the surface. This is Celia Pudney, 1905. And one of the ladies in my local stitch group at Prairie Moon Primitives changed the colors to a dark blue and a turquoise, and it is gorgeous. And she's going to stitch this, I believe, on something by Cedar River. But I thought that was such a cool idea because this is 2 colors. You can do whatever you want to. I love the colors that are provided. But, I mean, just look at the different letters that are provided. And it's, again, just super unique. Not symmetrical, but different. So that's Miss Celia. And I'm trying to think. I think it was Heidi from Whips and Kits was talking about how cute these little girls are. They are so cute. Like, the illustrations on these are so cute. So Maria Ward, 1839, and this is a red. And I mean, this would take, what, 2 days? If that. And that could go up by my blessing sampler, because I would do it on the exact same thing, using the exact same thread. And that way, you know, I start having my red wall kind of all coincide together. We'll see. Okay, here is the big girl, Harriet de Soldat. You guys, you know. Oh, I'm sorry, 1937. And this was an older woman, it looks like. And the words on this say, "Luck smiles at courage." And you guys, whoever's new probably doesn't know this, but last year when I was starting my Flosstube, my word of the year was courage. So I really like that. Even if I just stitched "Luck smiles at courage" here, I just think that would be so cool. So, because you guys, all of this, oh, it's a lot of stitching. It's a lot. Yes, we're going to keep going. It's crazy. I couldn't believe how many envelopes were in this box. Isabella Watson, 1867. I love this chart because she's got sayings going all the way around, and significant amounts of yellow make me very happy. I also agree with Nicola when she said that she would have stitched this on a different fabric going forward, like if she could go back, because the modeling is almost a little bit distracting because of the amount of colors and things going on in the sampler, that she would have chosen something that had no modeling. And whenever I stitch this, I will do the same. I will not be stitching it on something so heavily modeled. Like, this is probably a Tabby Cat linen, I'm sure, because it looks like creme brulee or something like that. But Nicola is so wise, and, you know, she just knows exactly how to describe things and how to do everything. It's fabulous. And then last but not least, Catherine Wallace, and this is a Scottish sampler, 1839. I also would have chosen a different fabric for this as well. And I think it would be cool just to stitch this part. It's symmetrical. It's so cool. And it would be cute just to have just that. So I think that would be neat. And those are all the charts that were in my All Things Bright and Beautiful first red box. I'm so excited about getting started on my favorite. I'm also so excited just to see everybody start stitching on theirs. I know that there's a Hands Across the Sea group specifically for the red boxes, and people are starting to show their finishes and stitching, and it's just really cool and fun to see. So I can't wait for that, and I can't wait to show you my start. I'm also going to show you the panels. Let me grab it from back here because I wasn't thinking. But I would like to show you the fabric that I purchased from last week, and I'd like to show you how I'm going to put those with the specific panels. So this is the panel first. These are the 4 samplers that were included in the panel that she included into the box. I think for this, that would go. And if you guys can see the color, the true color, this blue and this very darkest blue in the chart are almost identical. And then there's those pops of orange and the different colors that are within the chart. And I think this will go so perfect with this panel. And Vashti, you'll have to tell me what you think. So that's for this, and this. I think that'll be really cool. And I think I'm going to put something generic just inside because I don't want, this will be super busy. So there's that. Oh, sorry if I move the camera. For my red fabrics, I want to do, I'll just fold them back as I go. I think this and this for the inside will go. Put those down there. The one that I said has a fall vibe, because these colors that are in this are right there. And it definitely has a fall vibe without the purple, but like the border, there are a lot of colors that are in this fabric in this. And so I think it'll be really cool. And then that grunge green inside. And then of course, for this beautifulness, that's very, very pink forward. And so I thought this would be cool for this one. So when these guys come, when these panels become project bags and everything starts to come to life, I'll show you the end result and you can see if I made a good decision. And of course I just bought this fabric last week just because it's gorgeous. And it's like canvas, so. But that's it. That's my red box. That's my haul. That's my works in progresses and my finishes for now. I am going to be back next Sunday, and I hope that everybody has a fantastic week and gets a lot of stitching done. And I hope everybody starts to pick out all of their market releases. There's going to be so many cool market videos coming out, people live from market. And so I hope everybody enjoys, you know, just all the fun things that are coming with market. Like, I don't even know what to say about it. There's going to be so many cool things coming. So I can't wait to show you guys mine. And until then, happy stitching.